I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Start the meeting 7 o'clock.
All right, approval of agenda. I make a motion, we approve the agenda as it's been presented. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
We don't need a second.
Got
Thank you. We should have told you. I like somebody who's eager. Approval of the minutes for regular Board of Selectmen. I make a motion, we approve the Board of Selectmen regular meeting minutes for November 16th, year 2021. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Abstentions?
So Chris will abstain.
301, great, yep. Okay, minutes. Audience of citizens? Thank you. Old business, youth services needs assessment. Mark, you know that?
Yes, so after last board select meeting, I was challenged to set up the next step meeting to really figure out what our needs are in Columbia. Judy, myself, and Teresa from AHM did meet, and I consulted with Bernadette and with Katie, and what Teresa provided us was what all the present services we're getting from AHM at the moment. She did agree that probably one next step would be to add the C to the logo. And she's thinking, talking to some of her members, making it ACHM. And she said it would be good, because right now people refer to AHM as
So the 8.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
So we also discussed the fact that AHM has never been as busy as they are. They cannot get enough appointments for people needing counseling. They can't even find enough counselors. And we really ended the meeting with Teresa asking us if we would be interested in a full membership. And I said, well, that's a whole nother discussion. You need to come back with us and tell us what a full membership gets us in services and how it would help the town. And we still need to do a needs assessment to see if we have the same needs as the other members of the town. And Judy, what else might I forget?
Well, I guess I was thinking to compare the old assessment and do a new assessment. The old assessment had very different questions than we would ask
And it
today.
wasn't, no COVID had ever been.
Right, but just
involved.
it was very different. So this year, we're gonna come up with some questions to do a new assessment and see if we're, how we're meeting the needs, how we're not meeting the needs of Columbia. Because I wanted to know if we were, became an active member, whatever they call it, what additional services we'd be getting. We talked about the high schools and maybe, providing more supports at the high schools. So she has some communication with the counselors there, but just maybe something else, maybe some doing some groups, facilitating some groups. But she said there's a waiting list. She says there's a lot more people with issues, kids with issues in Columbia now than there ever has been. And there's a waiting list for getting the services they need.
She also said she'd like to have, I think, 2 more members on the board
Yes.
from Columbia, so we have 4 members. So that has to be.
Right. I think you always have to reevaluate to see what's working and what's not working and kind of go from there. I think they do a good job. I just think we probably have to look at it differently.
So we'll continue.
We scheduled another meeting in January sometime, and I can't remember when, but we did schedule another meeting. and hopefully Marie can get there, because we had a lot of questions about the school. that
And
we
I have
couldn't
to
answer.
back that meeting up to January 11th at 2, not at 1.
Okay,
Can you make it another, Jen? Just see if we can do that, because I have a meeting I'll be at.
I'm not sure. Let's talk to Maria about who she'd like to be there, the most knowledgeable
yeah.
along with, because I'm not sure at her level.
We need more we need more input from the school, because we had a lot of questions we couldn't answer because there's nobody from the school there.
Yeah,
So-
Sherry couldn't make it. Sherry couldn't make
Right.
Okay.
So we did have
it.
some
Partial news.
it's for them, and they know what's going on there. They can read it.
Okay.
It's all.
Thank you. So next is I asked you to dedication of the annual report. And, I had thought of certainly Senator Edith Craig and other suggestions came in. Everybody, there's many people who are well deserving. And sometimes it can be very difficult, but for all that Senator Craig has done for this community as a whole and Columbia specifically, she would be my vote.
I'm thinking somebody who's, they've served whatever, they've helped out in Columbia for a long time, and they're not gonna do it again, so he would certainly fit that.
I support it.
Yeah, I would definitely support that.
It's not to say these other
I know everybody else is good too.
people are not deserving. It's just that,
Now, do we wanna have more than one, or do you think you wanna stick to one?
well, the funny thing, I mean, it's not funny, I was talking to Mark and I said, you could have something, I don't want to take away from the nominee or
Right.
who we select, but you could have something like a small town to be blessed with so many very strong and giving people, and here's a list of five women who have actually set the tone and done that type of thing, but
I think Edie's a good choice.
I think I'd like to keep it just like that, so that's, I make a motion, we approve dedication to the annual report, Senator Edith Craig.
Okay.
Any more discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's something we want to put in the paper. Good thoughts. You want to get it, put it in there? I guess at this point, sure.
Yeah, when does it became? Working on?
We're about to print it.
We're about to print.
Shortly.
So we need a write,
Yeah, we'll work on that.
okay, and like a cut edit.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll start something and then send it out for edits.
All right, so next, new business. We're trying to get, while work is yet to commence, really up at Rec Park on the pavilion, they're 2 weeks behind on digging the foundation. So we might be able to move forward at the same time and dig the foundation for the maintenance garage. So we'd like to move forward on this. So we need to set a town meeting if we want to do this for December 21st. So first of all, thoughts, there's a artist depiction of what the town garage up there with the storage garage for the maintenance of the rec park would look like in here. We had projected a lower cost, but zoning decided they want a more aesthetic looking building up there than a Morton metal shed. So it increased the price by a little bit. The projection on the cost has an overrun of 10% built into it. And I am meeting with Jason and Beth. Currently on this, there is not much in-house work that we'll be doing. I'm going to meet with them to see if there's something we can do to bring the costs down. But right now, I'd like to set a meeting. So I moved to set a town meeting for Tuesday, December 21st of 2020, on the year 2021 at 6:45 PM in Yeoman's Hall for the following purpose. was one to appropriate and transfer $75,000 from the town of Columbia General Fund to the capital account Recreation Area Improvements 20-6190-001 to increase the current balance of that capital account for the construction and installation of rec park maintenance garage. Discussions. Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Need to sign that. Approval of the budget process. It's in here. My favorite time of the year, there's no doubt. Budget process.
Here we go.
So just don't upset me, all right, for the next 4 months. Just don't upset me. Approval. So I move to approve the proposed fiscal year 22-23 budget process calendar. So let's take a look at it. We'll start with basically budget forms are available, they're going out. Tri-board, then we hit it off. We check this against holidays, yes? Jen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we do our job, we kind of we get it up front and then 5-pack deals with it for the whole spring, so. And of course, this is fluid. If we don't need a meeting, we have in the past, once the budget goes through the Board of Selectmen, we have been able to cut out a day or two. So in saying that, this would be the one that we would adhere to until we get it done. Any discussion?
Chris, it's under new business. That's right behind the drawings of the building. So there'll be a blue sheet and then you see there it is. Yeah.
No discussion? All set? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Okay, another new business, 7.3. Since I think it's pretty good, on behalf of the town of Columbia, we're writing to seek the Trust for Public Lands assistance with developing a master plan for Model Pond State Park. As we continue to acquire property to put together, I think it will probably a beautiful state park up there that Columbia can be very proud of. Trust for Public Lands and the International Mountain Bicycling Association, IMBA, would like to work with us, the town of Columbia, and come up with a master trails plan for the Mono Pond area. They have fundraising ability, they have people that will come in and help with the design and also the clearing of properties, I believe. We're just setting up the trails. And if not, at least they'll have some good ideas on where we should go and what we should do to make it all a walking and a mountain biking trail. It will not be for motorized vehicles. But certainly I use the trails a lot down on the airline trail. I love them. Get out there and take a walk. They're beautiful. And I can't wait till this happens. So I guess that I move to approve the support letter seeking the Trust for Public Lands assistance and partnership with the International Mountain Bicycling Association to develop a trails master plan for Model Pond State Park. Discussion, please.
I have one question. Would this impact at all the hunting that takes place on Pond?
It would be
Now it's a bow hunting only.
It would be part of the whole master plan, because right now Monopond does have bow hunting. So they'd have to decide if they still allow bow hunting in the whole park or segment off some
Is it
areas.
just a season?
It's September 15th to December 31st.
So it's a season.
It is, but like Zegga Farm, where we now authorize bow hunting, it is, the hunting area is segregated and policed. Well, not really policed, but it's,
There's
you have to
signage.
get signage.
We
on
need a
it.
permission slip.
Yeah.
A Monmouth State Park, you don't need a permission slip because it's state run, but
So you just make the bikers aware.
Right, and that was really my bigger point was, as you have more people coming, more mountain bikers coming from other areas that probably aren't familiar, that's, bow hunting area.
well, in Zegda Farm, we made signs that said, you are entering the bow hunting authorized area for questions.
But also, I will
contact the
tell you that, you bringing that up, I think when we sit down and kind of go over this master plan, we'll have to take a hard look at that. Because not everybody on a bike reads a sign as they're going by it, and not every bow hunter out there takes a look at what's darting through the woods, so, that is a concern, so thank you for bringing that up. Anybody else? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Okay, this is just, 2 months ago, we signed the Homeland Security Grant, and this is just,
AMPG resolution.
So there's two separate grants.
right. So basically, this isn't actually a grant, though.
This is, we're swearing we'll file all the paperwork proper. With the department.
Honestly, I don't know why it's in here, but I guess we vote every year. I move to approve the authorizing resolution for the 2021 Emergency Management Performance Grant application. They call it a grant application, but I think it just goes hand in hand with the Homeland one, and we're gonna actually do that, so. Not getting anything for this, but we need to adhere to it. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Thank you. Columbia Lake. I don't even have to sign that. You just type my name in.
Yes, Robin is the one who signs it. It's her seal on it.
So we still have some problems, as everybody knows, down at the town dock. They have come up with some things to resolve some of the tidal and the erosion of the sand. I know that one of the things you're looking here, if you look at this, here, this is where the beach, the walkway comes down from the upper part
To the
into
pier.
the water area right here. There was some erosion down in this corner. Trying to mitigate that by putting something in there. And also just putting a couple of Jersey barriers or backfilling it or putting a new foundation. Listen, the engineers are saying this is gonna work, so I'm all for it.
Plus LMAC came back, Stephen, with 4 more specific recommendations for the work that I forwarded to Jason, and he's in agreement that they'll be able to accomplish that. And inland wetlands is going to be scheduling a site walk to provide their input. Because one thing we're trying to do is where the boats zoom up on the trailers, they're undermining at the end of the cement. So it's making a big drop off in a gully. So we need to dig that out and put much bigger riprap in there, like that 20-foot wide, 8-foot long section of bigger riprap.
But that's not in this.
Yeah, that's right here. That's this. That's riprap.
No, that's way out there.
Yeah, it's pretty far out.
Okay.
30 yards out.
It's just gonna cost me.
None of it, we're gonna do it all ourselves with Public Works and riprap. We have stone and that we.
Riprap, what's
Riprap is just big stones.
Oh.
Stones that won't easily move
You say
with
big
I
song.
know it.
moving water.
I don't know the terminology.
All right, thank you. Any other questions? You make a motion on
I
this?
would just make a motion that.
Okay, move to approve the town of Columbia's built application for the construction of retaining wall at the town beach per recommendation and conditions as determined by LMAC. That covers it?
And the riprap and the
Inland wetlands,
and send it on to the ones.
as well as the riprap. Okay. How about the town beach dock restoration project?
Plan.
Great. Anybody,
Good.
I mean, they write these motions out for me. And any more discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposition? Great.
So this was planned by the town, the town crew kind of came up with this, or?
Well, it started with the crew from Kane's that did the pier.
Oh,
So we watched how they did all the restoration. We decided for this little bit of erosion, which wasn't in that original plan and quote, we could do it ourselves.
okay.
Because we're gonna do exactly what they did.
Needs to be done.
There's no more discussion?
I know, I should have said that before.
Okay, all right, here's a good part. Appointments and resignations. Well, we got a lot of appointments. This is the time of year we go through this. Thank you all for humoring me and putting this out. See if there's anybody below the age of 58 who might want to join a committee or, you know, honestly, we have a few, but we really need to continue, even though we're gonna put these committees together, we need to continue to try and get more people involved.
And
A
Steve,
lot
I
of these people have been on committees for a
don't know
long
who's
time.
on here, but they got their hands up. I don't know what it is.
Oh, some,
Listener, go ahead, you're on the air.
not talking.
428-2954, can you identify yourself?
Oh, this is Jason. I'm sorry, I was raising my hand earlier when you were talking about the town fair and all that. But it sounds like everybody's all set with that, so we're good.
Very good, thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna go through these pretty good. The appointment of Mark Bowles as the animal control officer. Any opposition? Great. Paul Ramsey, citation hearing officer. Opposition? Thank you. Columbia Commission on the Aging. We had some people who, well, everybody's expired, so interest. So I make a motion,
Go in order of these, because you'll start jumping people around.
On your.
On your,
agenda.
on
I know, but I
this,
have to read their names, right?
right, they're all on here, everyone's on here. So this is the motion for these.
Appointment of Jerry James as Emergency Management Director. All those in favor? Mike Lester as Open Burn Official and Steve Postemski as Assistant Open Burn Official. All those in favor? Aye. Town Attorney continued to be Halloran and Sage as the Town Attorney. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. I move to appoint town moderators. Continue to be Mark DeRozier, Millie Ramsey, and Mark Vining. All those in favor? Aye. Yell if you have oppositions, please. Columbia Commission on the Aging. Jill Livingston, Catherine Rowe, Margaret Ewald, Marjorie Golden Mossberg, Edith Craig, Millie Ramsey, and Lynn Bonacor. Any discussion, oppositions, all those in favor? Aye. Conservation and Agriculture Commission. Ian Dunick, Thomas McGrath, Jason Rico, and Christopher Tolsdorf. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Perfect. Economic Development, Robert Hellstrom. We're gonna look for more on that. I mean, things are starting to hop, so any discussion on Bob, Robert? No, good. Inland Wetlands,
Oh, wait. What, Stephen?
Inland wetlands and water courses.
Oh, okay, it's just let me just give you a nuance on inland wetlands. So it's on the second page, you'll see that 3 members are not up for renewal. They go off at 23.
Yep.
4 members are up for renewal, but one's a vacancy. So 3 members.
Okay.
But there's 4 slots. You have 3 that have asked to be renewed, and you have 2 that have requested to be appointed.
Okay.
But you have 1, you could put in a full member, and 1 you could drop down as a alternate member.
As an alternate.
So you have
Got it, all right.
all those available.
So I make a motion, we approve David Holcroft for a position on Inland Wetlands and Watercourses Commission. Any discussion? I know David, first of all, I don't know if this, I looked at the guidelines and everything, and it would good to have some representation from the Republican Party. Not that I really care about Republican or Democrat, but the charter says we should have from both parties, so. Any problem with David Holcroft? All those in favor? Aye. Great. I don't know John Dilworth.
Judy does.
Yeah, I just, he lives over on Woodland Terrace, and, you know, he sent a letter, he's been very active with stuff. I think he's the head of the commission over at Woodland Terrace, the Woodland Terrace Association. He's the president, he's been doing that for 11 years. He's active with Red City Cyclists on different committees. It seems like he likes to get involved with stuff.
Okay, his mother was town clerk, and then dynamic, let's see, Cypress. Any problem with making him an alternate, or you tell me who you want to move out, Ian Dan, Claude Garrett, or Mary Roy to take the spot, or you want to keep them?
Yeah, keep him as an alternate. I can, yeah.
I make a motion, we make John Dilworth an alternate under Inland Wetlands and Watercourses. All those in favor? Aye. I make a motion that we reappoint Ian Dan, Claude Garrett, and Mary Royal to the position on Inland Wetlands and Watercourses Commission. All those in favor? Aye. Wonderful.
And Stephen Harris.
Stephen Harrington, to be retained on Inland Wetlands and Watercourses as an alternate. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Lake management. Are these hard and fast numbers on lake management?
So Lake Management has 11 members through the charter. And right now they have 9 members that want to be renewed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No.
Yep. And they have one that was recommended, but I called Mike Nazo, and he said that he would like anyone who wants to be a member to come for a while and see how the committee works, and then join at a later date. And they
So-
want to see who else they can find.
Okay, so Mike Armstrong and John Barella.
Yes, they decided they did not want to be renewed.
Okay, and Michael Scalise, well, I will tell you that Mike Nazo really, for him to just say that, that's fine. but
That's just
Mike
their
Scalise
past
is back
practice.
on.
That's how they've done
But
it.
here's the other thing, I have asked that we make 2 positions for personnel who do not reside on the lake. Townwide representation for what happens or rulings that go on in the lake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we could have 11 members.
And I've also talked to Mike Nazo. He'd like to make a subcommittee to focus on Mono Pond, not just Columbia Lake. Because it's lake management, not,
He wants to do a subcommittee, he can do that.
yeah, I'm just saying that's another goal he
Yeah,
has.
that's,
But maybe look for people from Mono Pond that are interested.
I'm going to wait on Michael Scalise if nobody has a problem, and I'm going to look for 2 positions that do not reside on the lake.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Any problem with that?
No.
and then re-up the 9.
Yeah,
that are-
okay, so I make a motion that Stephen Harrington, Robert Miller, Robert Powell, Phyllis Dunn, Henry Beck Jr., Michael Nazzo, James Santos, David Vanderbilt, and Mary Royal be reappointed to Lake Management Advisory Committee. Discussion? All those in favor? Aye. I did open burn officials.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go by this. Open Space Committee. We can get rid of that. I move to appoint the following individuals to open space. Ann Donick, Ronald Wickham, Paul Ramsey, Christopher Tolsdorf, Robert Hellstrom, Paul Zader, and Justin Riandu. Couple of new people on there, Paul Zader, Justin Riandu from the Republican Party, and Robert Hellstrom. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Recreation Committee, I move to appoint the following individuals: Jeff Buskey, Kelly DeForest, Cindy Postemski, Antonio Tigliero to the Recreation Commission. All those in favor? Aye. Executive Farm Committee, I move to appoint the following individuals: Executive Farm Committee, Tom McGrath, Leslie Brandt, Robert Hellstrom, Jeremy Zarell, and Christopher McGrath. All those in favor? Aye. Youth Services Committee, I move to appoint the following individuals: the Youth Services Committee, Maureen Allen, David Levitt, Melissa Petrone, Rebecca Allen, Susan Christoph, Denise Morel, Trooper Greg DeCarly, Mark Volza, Jack Dooley, Katie Wilt. All those in favor? Aye. Second. Financial Planning and Allocation Committee. Okay, this was a position that was opened up when Art Rebotham.
No, wait, that was
No,
when
no, that's
Lauren.
Lauren.
resigned, right?
This is a position that was made vacant when an elected official to a different position
Went to Board of Ed.
vacated
Board
this.
of Ed.
So after meeting with the Republican Town Committee, we have requested that Stephen Cook be given the position. I move to approve the following individual to the Financial Planning and Allocation Commission. Republican Stephen Cook. Any discussion?
What's it, and know anything about it?
Yes, in your packet, his application, he's a 8-year resident of Columbia. He went to UConn, got a BS in accounting. He's also had a career in logistics internationally. He's had 43 years of accounting and information technology, and he's a founding member of the Marlboro Soccer Youth Club.
Okay.
Any more discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Planning and Zoning Commission, I move to approve the following individual to the Planning and Zoning Commission as an alternate. Walter Taylor.
Was that before? No, it's the start.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Resignation of Flo Polek. I think so, Polek. As board clerk, I move to approve the resignation of Flo Polek as board clerk.
She's moved to
She's
the
moving over to
Senior Center Transportation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And the resignation, I move to approve the resignation of Margaret Parisi as a Senior Center Dispatcher Program Assistant.
And Margaret is retired, and Flo's taking it.
All those in favor? Aye. Thank you. Miss anything? We're all set?
Jen, what do you think?
Good.
I think we got them all.
Tri-board administration report, that's your job.
So, you should try, I just reminder that on December 15th at 7 o'clock, we have the tri-board.
Somebody asked if we could do it in the bigger room because there'll be so many people there.
Yeah, we probably have to, and I can,
You have to bring.
I can move the TV and set it all up in there, so I'll do that. Also, I just wanted to tell everybody, I put in your binders, the notice we put out on the website and on the email notification that revals have been sent out. If anyone says anything, this is what you tell them. Tell them to call this number, and if you don't agree with your reval or have questions, you make an appointment with the reval company. That's the first step before you go any further with equality. And that's all I have, Steve.
Okay, some correspondence news there, about the pavilion and hellos and goodbyes, people moving and shaking and coming in, so. And next is budget. We have one transfer, I move to approve the transfer of $1,500 from account contingency to account telephone to cover the unbudgeted cost of telephone and internet service at the Murphy House. This was missed when the 21-22 budget was proposed. With the rec being down there,
We moved it from the annex to Murphy.
all those in favor? Aye. Okay, we have some. I move to approve the refunds totaling $834.65 as presented. All those in favor? Aye. I'm sorry, gentlemen, I was looking down. All those in favor? Okay, thank you. I'm getting serious. Approval, payment of bills. I move to approve the payment of bills totaling $168,255.74, consisting of 21-22 emergency, 21-22 regular, credit card, and paychecks. So is that exactly what it's about? Yeah. Emergency, there, 42,000 for emergency. What is it, the Hunt Road, is that, we finally clearing this, or what is that?
Hunt Road, I imagine that's our engineering cost. Department Luducci for engineering the culvert.
One's 24, there's two, one's 24,000. There's another one. And one's 7,000. So that's the engineering.
Of the culvert.
87,000. Murphy House window.
Yes, they were all rotted, so Dan replaced the whole backside of the lower level.
Was that the emergency?
No, they wanted it.
No. What is the emergency?
Emergency means they cut a check.
Okay, this is 6,000. Your engineering group, scoreboard installation. Let's check for $20.
Who's saying the emergency?
They write it on the top of the register.
That's right.
Oh, right, got it.
Means it wasn't in a normal check.
I understand that, but I don't see where it adds up to 20-something thousand dollars. This. This one here. 42,000. Emergency. Could you ask? Small So Brad can explain why it comes out of emergency funds versus other ones.
And I think it's due to the cycle that she needs to get these paid, and I think it's prior to your actual, these have
Yeah, I think
gone
it's-
out.
the checks have already gone out.
See, some of them are dated July, February, March, and November.
And we'll have a discussion now, fiscal policy.
Great. All those in favor of paying the bills?
I just had a general question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Some of the phone I see is Frontier and Verizon. Is there any reason why we have two different carriers? Is it the different types of service, or just curious?
Where do you see
So
that?
Frontier
Frontier
is
is the, probably for the internet.
probably the internet and the hardline phones,
Okay.
and Verizon would be the cell phones that employees.
Okay.
Yeah.
use.
So we vote?
No, I didn't hear.
All those in favor of paying the bills?
Aye.
Thank you. Audience of citizens.
I don't see anything in chat.
Yes. I respectfully request that the town of Columbia thank John Cianci and John Schofield for their years of service.
You and I can work on that. Looking up how many years they've been on. The town clerk could know
I
that too,
don't
right?
know. I think they run before I was.
Yeah, where do we keep those records of the?
The town clerk has it.
The town
She
clerk
we
would know.
could figure it out.
So as a board of selectmen, we could certainly thank them in the minutes and everything. As a matter of fact, it's an excellent request,
Just have a nice little card or something.
and we'll look to do an official on letterhead. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Years of service.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you for doing
Yeah, no, absolutely.
They've been on.
Well, and we fight for people to volunteer, and here you have people who have volunteered for a long time, so at least we can do. Thank you. Board member comments. You're up first. Anything?
Glad to be aboard. Fortunate.
Good, very good. Bill? Judy? I will tell you that I talked with Rob, and I'm gonna start meeting with him, and we're gonna try and get the economic development moving a little bit, get some interesting stuff. I met with the gentleman who owned the plaza last week, and some potential renters. Reese was down there, new businesses and stuff. I'm optimistic. He's put a lot of money into that area. It's looking good. So there's interest in opening businesses down there, so that's good.
A new restaurant.
We'll continue. We'll continue a lot of things.
Cannabis dispensaries.
Probably.
Next to the hookah bar.
Should get that.
Yeah, he doesn't have your humor. He has asked if we try and put up a sign where 66 and 6 at the juncture down there, like, welcome to the business corridor up 66 East towards past the plaza.
That should
and
only take
and everything.
9 years.
Yeah. And
Gotta be
you'll
good.
be able to get that through on a little sign like this. But it wouldn't hurt, but do it. And there's some things going on.
Is there
So,
any incentive we can give them?
well,
That's part of, we've talked about a financial incentive for new business investment in the town. And we've just, that's something economic development could
Right.
drive, because we've had some proposals, we just didn't agree or didn't execute any of them.
Yep. So we'll look into that. We do not need an executive session.
No, sir.
Make a motion, we adjourn this meeting at 7:45. All those in favor? Thank you.
Right, until the recording.
Gotta stop it.
I'm trying.